Here are 5 deadly job search mistakes that are going to sink your candidacy to the bottom of the ocean. First one, arriving late. You know this one. You have to be on time for an interview. I don't care if it's an in-person interview, a phone, or a video. Phone, you want the call to go into voicemail, have them waiting and wondering whether you're going to be calling them back. Video, like how much more easy is it to be there 2 minutes early and waiting for them? Or in person, let's get real. You know, how difficult is it to be on time? And if you're going to be late, to call them. Now, the opposite of this is also true, being too early. If you're early for an interview, like they can see on video that you logged in a half hour early. Or in person, and it's a 9 o'clock interview and you show up at 8:30, not desirable because, I know in the US it's a core value to be on time and people want to set a cushion for themselves and appear eager, but there's a thing called too early. So don't be too early for an interview. The second one is appearing unpolished. When you dress for a video interview, they're only seeing you from the middle of your chest up in general, right? So that should appear pressed. You don't want to look rumpled or stained or wearing something that doesn't fit you. Even though it's not a fashion show, you want to pick an outfit and have your hair brushed, which obviously I can't do, and take a look in the mirror before you get on camera. Same is true in person. In certain times of the year, it's going to be extremely hot, and you're going to, shall we say, be dripping in sweat. You may also, in winter, in certain parts of the world, have extremely cold hands and need to warm them up. You don't want to be have the first impression of you having sweaty palms and a sweat-stained shirt or blouse. And in winter, having a popsicle there that they're going to shake hands with. Low energy. Having low energy is a body language thing. It's an eye contact thing. It's the slowness with which you respond to their questions and a general lack of enthusiasm that you display for the role and for the company. If you've got low energy, and I'm not talking about being an introvert here, I'm talking about low energy. If you've got low energy, it's hard to get them to it's hard to persuade them to give you the job. And they're not going to be real interested. Number 4, focusing too much on yourself and what you want as opposed to solving their problem. Now, there's a balance in there because you want to know something about the job and you want to know how it fits for you. And there's a difference between that and saying, like, is this like a 9 to 5 job, like no overtime? And how's the work-life balance here? Let them tell you what the expectations are rather than couching it about yourself and your wants. If you ask them, what's a typical day like here? And they start talking with you about, we've got a pressure cooker environment and people are here an hour early and they stay an hour late, you've gotten your answer, right? So you don't have to make this focused on you. Lastly, being unprepared to talk about yourself, your experience, and your competencies as it relates to the role. If you're in a situation where they've got your resume up on their screen or in front of them and you can't answer questions about what you did and how you went about doing it, it's deadly. You're not getting hired, right? So those are a couple of things to head off. Hope you found this helpful. If you'd like more, you can visit my website, thebiggamehunter.us. There's a lot there that will help you in the blog. So go there, go exploring. Like I said, a lot to help you. Also, there's information about my courses and my books. And the one I always direct people to is the Ultimate Job Interview Framework, because it will teach you how to interview like an all-star. No bull. It really teaches a way of interviewing that will make you stand out in a good way. If you're interested in my coaching you one-on-one, you can schedule time for a free discovery call or schedule time for coaching. I'd love to help you. And lastly, connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Have a terrific day, and most importantly, be great. Take care.